Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. As you can see, I'm at home because I forgot to record my intro for my video. I recorded it in my office and then I came home to edit it. When I got home, I realized I forgot to do my intro. So doing it in my office at home. But what we're gonna be doing today is I am going to be attempting a rhinestone knockout design. This is my first time trying this. There is some errors here. Obviously, I know that, but what I like to do on this channel, if you are new, is when I am learning something new, I like to bring you everything that I am learning, whether it's perfect or not, because it's a learning experience. There are tons of people who learn by other people's errors. So what not to do, right? So that's what I like to do on this channel. I know some people call me brave for it. I've been on live trying things for the first time and I really don't care. So if you're looking for an absolutely perfect video, this is not going to be it. I promise it's not. And I'm sorry, but that's just not how I am on my channel. I like to keep it real. So like I said, is the design perfect? No, but there is definitely room for growth. And yeah, I'm just showing you what I got today. So what we're doing, I made this knockout design. It says kindness matters. So the part that's in bling says kindness. And then I did a knockout with an offset and it says matters in the I love glitter font. So obviously, I feel like the word kindness, you can't necessarily read it like that. I feel like, you know, now that I just told you that it says kindness, like now you can see it. But if I just showed it to you, you probably look at it like, what does that say? But like I said, I did use the neon yellow rhinestones that I got from the baby's booty, and they are super, super cute. But this is what we are doing today. I'm going to do it in silhouette and then we're going to press it together and I'm going to show you everything from start to finish how to do it. Like I said, there is definitely room for growth in regards to me creating this template. So if you have any tips and tricks or pointers for me, go ahead and comment down below. Otherwise, let's get into the video. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start out on Silhouette Studio here. And like I said, I'm not a pro at designing templates. This really is my first time trying out my own template. So just kind of bear with me here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off grabbing a font. I am gonna use Impact for this, the back word, which is kindness. And I am gonna use all cap locks. I'm sorry, all capital letters. So I'm gonna type in kindness. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so we can kind of see it here. I'm going to turn this black and the outline is going to be transparent. Okay. So I do want to make the letter spacing a little bit more in between the letters, just because when you go to turn the rhinestone template, or when you go to turn this word into rhinestones, if your words are too close together, then you have to release the stones and group them and move them and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Just put some space in between the letters. Now, when we did that, as you can see, it did make our design 12.440. I am putting this on a large shirt and I don't want it that big. So I'm going to go ahead and size this down just a little bit. I'm going to do 9.914. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so we can see it. Okay. Now I'm going to go on over to my rhinestone panel here. Want to make sure that 10SS is selected. And I'm going to go ahead and do the linear fill. And then I'm going to put the spacing down to 0.020 and see how that looks. Okay, so I do like that. There's a little bit, just a tad bit of cleaning up. I think I need to do, like, put the hole where the D is so that we can tell it's a D. So I'm just going to go ahead and release the stones so we can just clean it up just a hair. And I'm going to zoom in even more so we can see. Okay, so the S is fine. I'm going to leave it how it is, and I'm going to go ahead and group all of these stones together. This S is also fine, and I'm going to group all of these together. On this E, these stones right here, I want to define the E a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and delete those ones. Now that looks fine to me. I'm going to go ahead and group all of these together. On this end, I'm not going to mess with it too much. I'm just going to delete some of these stones here just so that we can kind of see the definition on the end. And again, this isn't going to be perfect. This is my template. I get that the end kind of looks weird, but I'm not really worried about it. And then I'm going to delete some of the stones on the D in the middle so that we can kind of, you know, see that it's a D. All right, so I kind of like that one. I'm going to go ahead and group. I forgot to group the end. So I'm going to group those. This is just going to be a rough template because, like I said, it's my first time and I'll probably, you know, play with it even more just so that I can kind of learn how to do templates even better and clean them up even better. But for now, I'm just going to do a rough one. So that's fine. The I is fine. Now on the K, I'm just going to define the K a little bit more by deleting some of these stones. Is it, I think it's this one. Let me see. Uh-oh, y'all, I deleted the whole I and I didn't even realize it. Let me go back. Undo, 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 undo. I did not even realize I deleted the whole I. There we go. Let me make sure these are grouped. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. Okay. Delete, 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 delete. Are these extra? I don't know. Those look weird too. I'm gonna just delete those because they also look weird. Okay, so for a rough template, I feel like that looks fine for me. Again, I'm not selling this. I'm not giving this away to nobody. This is for me. It's going on my shirt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna make sure that all of these are centered, aligned, which they are. Then I'm gonna go ahead and group this. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get another text here. Now on this computer, this laptop I'm using, I don't have the I love glitter. In the next part of the video, I do have it already recorded and I use the I love glitter font on that one, which I don't have uploaded to this computer. So for the sake of showing you how to do the knockout, I'm going to use a different font. But when in the next clip, when you see me go to press it and put it together, just know that the font that I used is I love glitter. Okay. So I'm going to select this font and I'm going to type in the word matters. All right, and I feel like that looks a little okay. Let me see if I can bring the spacing down a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and weld this as well. Okay, I can work with it. Again, this is not the font that I used when I pressed the shirt. I used I love glitter, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, the next thing I did was I did make all of this a, why isn't this grouped? Weld. Group. Okay. I'm going to make this a solid color as well. And then what we're going to do is we are going to do the offsets. Because we're basically going to, I like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract from the offset. Okay, let me move that out the way. And then I want to make this a solid color as well, because I just want to make sure that when I go to subtract, it's not behind my letters, my kindness letters, or my kindness rhinestones. So actually, let me back up. I want to do this all together. So what I'm going to do for right now, I'm just going to group this, and then I'm going to line it up. Okay. So this doesn't look all that great, but I just want to show you how to subtract it because like I said, I did do this in I Love Glitter already, and you'll see it on the shirt, or I showed you in the beginning. Now how you're going to subtract it, you're going to go ahead and line it up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this just in case I mess it up. I have another one. Okay. Same with this. I'm going to duplicate this as well. Just in case I mess it up, I have another one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let's say this is how you want it to look. What you're going to do is you're going to select both layers. You're going to go over to your modify panel and you're going to select subtract. So what this is going to do is the offset laying on top of the rhinestones is going to go ahead and subtract the shape of the offset from the rhinestones so that you get your knockout effect. And then I'm going to right click and group those after they have subtracted. So now this is how your rhinestones look. If you wanted to release the rhinestones to kind of fix the ones that are grouped here, you absolutely can. But now your offset fits right on top of it. Okay, you see how it just fits right on top? And then, like I said, what you might want to do, this is one thing that I didn't do and I could tell on my shirt. Okay, as a matter of fact, you do want to do this. Go back to your rhinestone panel, release your rhinestones. All of the ones that where you would see the vinyl would be touching, I would go through and just go ahead and delete those, because essentially what I ended up doing was I layered my vinyl on top of these rhinestones, and then it just ended up kind of looking weird, which is the one part I don't like. So I would just go through like this and just delete the rhinestones that the offset is sitting on top of so that you get a really good clean kind of offset. Uh-oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Plus you kind of have ones that are like grouped and touching and all that other stuff. And you like these ones, you don't really want that. It's just going to get messy. So these ones that kind of got smushed, you want to just go ahead and delete those. Okay, so then when you go to sit your vinyl on top, it'll sit nicer for you. Okay. Once you have your template the way that you want it to look, what you're going to do, you can go ahead and delete this and delete, or did I already delete it? I think I did. I do want to group, you want to group these again, group these back. And then as you can see, the rhinestones are still 9.898. So if you wanted to save the rhinestones, the size of the rhinestones, 9.898 by 10.507. So that way when you upload it to Cricut to cut it, or even if you're cutting it with the silhouette, then you're fine. But if you're cutting it with the Cricut, you want to make sure that you save the size of your rhinestones so that when you take it over to Cricut, you can go ahead and make sure it's the right size for the sake of your dots cutting out to be the right size. Okay. And then you're going to go to File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive, and you want to make sure you save it as an SVG. Okay. So the next clip, like I said, I did already record it. The next clip is going to be me pressing everything. So go ahead and stick around and I will meet you guys over at my craft table. All right, guys, so I do have my flock cut out here. And what I decided to try this time was I decided to try out cutting my flock on my standard grit mat, which is not all that sticky anymore. without the backing on it. I saw a couple people do it like this before, and I wanted to try it to see if it would work for me. So what I typically like to do is take my little brayer tool and just go over it like this before I peel it, because I just want to make sure that all of the dots are stuck to the mat, hopefully. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this. I have one here. Let me keep pulling. I have one here. I have two here, so almost, not quite perfect, but pretty close. And then I have a couple here. These holes seem to have cut weird. I don't know. I'm gonna make it work though. And I got another one right here. And that's it. So I think it was what, maybe like 5. So it wasn't too bad. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move that out the way. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my cardstock. I like to use cardstock. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and place it down. And then I'm gonna trim it. And this is going to be our template that we are going to use for the rhinestones. All right, here's our template. Okay, so this is what we are going to go ahead and brush our rhinestones in with, or on. So I'm just gonna do that now. I like to use a small tray, and then I put my templates on the tray. These are the stones I will be using today. I did get these from the baby's booty. I am using the neon yellow today. Here's what they look like. They're neon yellow. And I'm putting these on a black shirt, so they are gonna be really pretty. But what I'm gonna do is just pour a bunch out, probably way more than what I need. And then I'm gonna take this little monster brush. I did get this from Amazon. And I'm just going to brush in our stones in a kind of circular motion. And then to get them off the template, I'm just gonna go down in a straight line like that. Need some more up here. Now the reason why I like to use this tray is so that, you know, I can easily put them back in the container, the ones that I did not use. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the excess off. Do I have any that's missing? This monster brush works so well. Okay, so I do have a few spots that did not get rhinestones, not that many though, it's only a few. So what I do is I just take my little wax pen and I'm gonna pick them up, any extras that I have here, or any that are upside down, or any that didn't get into the holes. or sometimes you have extras that kind of get stuck in between the other rhinestones. So I'm just going to make sure there's no extras or nothing crazy laying around. All right, that looks good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, pick this up and slide my tray out the way. And I will put those rhinestones inside of the ice box momentarily. All right, so the next thing I have to do is I have to pick up these rhinestones with my heat transfer sheet so that I can place them onto my shirts. So I'm cutting off a piece of my heat masking tape now. All right, and here it is here. So I am going to link everything down below. The rhinestone flock I get from Heat Transfer Warehouse, as well as this masking tape or this heat tape. I also get this from Heat Transfer Warehouse. And the way I do it is I kind of bend it in the middle, like taco style. I push it down in the middle first, and then I go all the way down. And when you do it, you have to commit. You can't put it down and then pick it up. Okay, put it down just like that. Once you touch it, you have to go all the way, or you're just gonna mess it up. And then I'm just gonna rub this with my fingers to make sure all of the stones get on there. All right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and lift this up. All right, no stones were left behind. And I am going to go ahead and place this onto this white sheet so that I can move it out of the way, because I do have to weed my HTV still. All right, so I'm going to get my HTV weeded, and I'm going to meet you over at the heat press. All right, so I do have my HTV weeded out. We got the rhinestones. We're good to go. I am going to be using a Bella Canvas shirt in the color black today. So my heat press is still warming up, but while we're doing that, we can just go ahead and prep our shirt. Now, what I like to do to prep my shirt is I kind of like fold it in half down the middle like this, and then I put it on my heat press like this, and then I like to press it for about maybe about 5 to 10 seconds like this. This just helps get all the moisture out. It does kind of create like a little crease down the middle, which helps with being able to line it up. That's one way to do it. Or you could use a t-shirt ruler, which I do have one of those as well, and I will show you how to use the t-shirt ruler. So now I'm just going to go ahead and open it, and then I am going to lint roll it really good. And this is just to make sure, because the rhinestones, you know, you have to prep your shirt well, otherwise the rhinestones will not stick. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and press this for about another 10 seconds, just to make sure that we have all of the moisture out of our shirt. All right, and there is the other 10 seconds. Now, I'm still waiting for my heat press. It's only at 168 right now. But let me show you the t-shirt ruler, if I have it. Here it is. So I bought these in a pack from Amazon, and I'll link them down below. So you have infant. This is an infant one. And it says it right on there, infant. So you can be able to tell the difference. This one is for a toddler shirt. This one is for a youth shirt. And then this one is for an adult shirt. So it says right on there, adult. And then it also says where the center is. So basically how you would use it, you line this up to the neckline, and it is measuring 3 inches down from the collar of the shirt, which is where you will put your design. Okay, so once my heat press is ready, I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, so I do have my heat press set to 325 degrees now, so we are all set to go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the t-shirt ruler here, which it has stuff on it. I'm just gonna lint roll this again. Okay. So what you do is you take your t-shirt ruler, and where it's curved right here, you're gonna put that along the collar of the shirt, and you're going to put this part where it says center, you're gonna put that where the tag is, the tag of your shirt. You're just gonna line it up with the tag of your shirt and the collar of the shirt to get the center. And then I'm gonna press my rhinestones first, which we already have right here. And then I'm just going to line this up with the t-shirt ruler. Okay, so that should be good. And then you're gonna move the t-shirt ruler out of the way. And then I'm gonna cover this. Sorry if I was in the way and y'all could not see. Let me get out the way. Okay. So let me just show you how it looks. This is where it is on the shirt. The t-shirt ruler automatically did it 3 inches down for me. And I lined the rhinestones, not the top of my transfer paper, but I lined the top of the rhinestones up with the t-shirt. So it should be placed on a pretty decent spot on the shirt. And then I'm just going to cover this with a Teflon sheet. And I'm only going to press this for maybe 10 seconds because we still have to press our HTV with it as well. And you may very well want to just press your HTV first. But because I'm doing a knockout design, I don't want to run the risk of it not layering right. So that's why I decided to do the rhinestones first. But we'll see how it turns out. So I'm just going to take another shirt and kind of rub this down. I want to make sure all of the rhinestones stick to the shirt. And then I am pressing with medium pressure. And we're just going to remove our transfer slowly because, again, we didn't do a full press. Because, like I said, we still have to layer our HTV. All right. So there is our rhinestones. They look super cute. And then, y'all, I did this the wrong way. This was supposed to be white. Shoot. This ain't right. I don't want this to be yellow. Do I press it anyway and deal with it or what? Decisions. I really wanted this to be white. How did I mess that up? Y'all, I'm trying to decide. Should I recut this or not? Because I did it the wrong way. I wanted the offset to be white, and then I wanted the word matters, I wanted that to be yellow. So it would be yellow stones, white offset, yellow word. But I cut it backwards. So I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to keep it this way. I'm looking at it. It doesn't look too bad. But I may very well do it again the way I wanted it to look, because I wanted the offset to be white. Okay, so here's the offset. I did just line it up with the rhinestones. Like I said, I wanted this offset to be white, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and press this for probably another like just 10 seconds. Hopefully will get it to just adhere to the shirt, so that, because we still have one more layer to press. So let's see. This little part is trying to come up. I'm just gonna hold it down with my finger, because like I said, I don't want to, this is gonna be our last press here. Because I don't want to mess up the rhinestones. Okay. Now we're going to do our last press with the whites. There we go. Then I'm going to cover this. And I'm going to press the whole thing for, I'm going to do 20 seconds and see how the HTV looks. If it looks like it needs another press, then I'll do it again for another 10 seconds. But again, I don't want to mess up the rhinestones. So I'm going to do 20 seconds and see how it looks. All right. And I think this HTV might be a cooler peel. So just gonna wait a second. I have a flock dot on here. It's on the outside, so it's not gonna get on my shirt. Just trying to cool it off a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. So I would, like I said, I wanted the offset layer to be white, but that's okay. This yellow HTV doesn't look right. Well, nonetheless, it still turned out kind of cute. Hopefully y'all can read the rhinestones. This was my first time doing my own bling template, and here's the final result. Can y'all see that? I don't even know if y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can. This is the final result. Let me turn this down so maybe y'all can see it better. Turn it down. Can y'all see that? Okay, you can see it a little bit better now. So this is the final result. And like I said, I did use the Bling neon yellow rhinestones. They don't have that AB coating, so they're not like super blingy, but they are neon. And I do how they like, I do like how they pop on this black shirt. Let's see if I can open it. I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand. There we go. All right. Not too bad for my first time doing a knockout my own template. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. But that is all I have for this video, guys. And the camera's not really doing it justice. It's not really doing the colors justice. It's really not. It looks so much more neon like in person. Let me see if I can move and show you guys. Can you see it a little bit better? Well, that's all I have for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until the next video. Bye.